Who is Virtus.pro and what should you expect from them? Virtus.pro is one of the biggest Dota teams at the moment. They are located in Russia, and last year, the entire roster was dropped after somewhat disappointing results, placing only 6th in the TI qualifiers. The team was revamped and the lineup has been the same ever since. The new team is a very high skilled one. These guys have a combined MMR of 40,000. And even though they've been around for a while, they had yet to win a major tournament after the Summit 6, which actually felt very promising for the team. They did took a lot of decisive games out of big teams and they did place very highly in a lot of tournaments. But a lot of people felt like they were falling flat, especially after the results at Epicenter and the Kiev majors.
I've been such a VP fanboy for like this entire year. Like every tournament, like Boston Major, I thought they were going to do well. Every tournament they've gone to, I thought they were going to do well, but they've been kind of disappointing.
I'm right there with you. Like I did Dream League and I was watching them and I was like, all right, these guys have so much innovation. Like I don't know if anybody's going to be able to figure them out. Then comes Boston, I was completely riding the VP train, and yeah, I was just, you know, I was let down a little bit by him.
That was until the Summit 7. Virtus.pro was always considered a very good team, but they consolidated that feeling after the tournament. For every game until the very last one of a 5-game series, they played 81 different heroes. This was a 16-game streak of never repeating any heroes until the very last game. They were able to win against top-tier teams with combos and heroes that were completely forgotten in the meta. On just the finals alone, we saw them playing offlane Morphling, a forgotten hero overall.
Kind of an unconventional draft, to put it mildly. How are you feeling about their laning stage? Are they getting enough done here?
I like the bounty hunter in games like this where there's not a bunch of real cores.
A forgotten hero overall, and even more when you consider offlane. That being said, it worked very well with the Skyref, and it tied all together with the vision that Bounty Hunter gave to them.
Having a miserable time. His mid one again takes the Mystic Flare, the Doom as well. Worms his way into the trees, won't make it out. VP just running at Secret and running right through.
There was also support Brewmaster played by Solo, a hero that was abandoned.
VP's, it's a 5 Panda, actually. It's a 5 Brewmaster and 4 Lion. Okay.
Oh, wow.
But that was a great pick in this game. The ult allows Bristle to get completely ignored during a lot of time during teamfights, and Drunken Haze hinders TA's right-click damage, which is pretty much all she can do. They did lose that game, but this just goes to show how strong the team is. Even against a terrible laning phase, they got some nice fights, having 15k net worth disadvantage in 15 minutes.
Ends up the Aegis, and just like that, Kezu on his heels. They try to lock down YapzOr. The Burrow Strike comes through, only connects on a single target, but it is enough for the Axe kill. That Brew Split finally deployed.
Panda is so OP.
Solo just got a level and a half off of that.
Told you guys.
Dude, he got his 6?
They just got 3,000 gold.
Something.
Yeah, it's definitely something. They changed Panda's life.
But they eventually crumbled to their long cooldowns.
Foes with the Yule staying alive again, the multiple hero Burrow Strikes, and Kezu finally gets in there, kills them all. VP, see you later.
They played Huskar and Dazzle, a strat that will probably grow in popularity, but I dare say that they were one of the few teams that actually experimented with the hero at that time in big tournaments.
Super normal draft and some
Oh.
green guy in the middle.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, we'll see what Tall's reaction.
Oh, Huskar. Oh, there.
He's like, now again.
Yeah.
All in all, just a lot of experimentation. Before the finals, we saw even more iconic combos that were never used anymore. Bane Murana.
Bane. I don't believe they've picked
Played
that.
Bane.
Definitely not.
Have they played Marana at all? They're gonna just keep flipping through the pages of metas. Like they did Shadow Demon Luna yesterday, right? So
all of them working smoothly. These guys are very famous for their aggressive and dominant Dota, but they are not a one-trick pony. They can be very patient when their drafts ask for it. For instance, in this game against TNC, they were very far behind in kills as well as map control. One difference in this meta that allows teams to be able to play both aggressive and defensive Dota is shrines. You can lose tier 1s and tier 2s, but provided you keep your shrines, it will always have some Roshan and jungle control. In this game, they had the overall matchup advantage. Spectre is great against Tinker, and provided their heroes get online, it's very hard for TNC to win. Even with this ridiculously greedy draft, VP was able to play patient, losing 2 lanes of barracks at some point, a tier 3, but eventually winning a 74-minute game even against some amazing Earth Spirit plays coming from TNC. Seriously, if you like clutch plays, this game is packed with amazing fights.
Long, and Cuckoo is on the hunt. Needs to rearm, get closer, gets the Hex over on the Magnus. Support is there. Sam will get the knock, the double stun. The Rage is off in time. Ramsey's buys back, triggers a refresh orb. They're looking for more kills on the back of that horn. Tibbs is the man on the run. He's going to rolling boulder down over the hill and blinks up and TPs away.
Holy shit, what?
Is out and he will survive.
I cannot believe that Tim just saved him right there. That was so crucial. Oh my god, what a player.
One interesting thing about the current VP roster is how much of a sacrificial role Solo has in the team. Considering how much of a good run Virtus.pro had in the last month or so, getting 2 second places and 1 first place in the 3 major tournaments they participated. This usually tends to skew the stats towards the team, making everyone seem so good. But still, Solo has a huge amount of deaths and the least GPM of all the 5 supports in the top tier teams. This is not to say that he's a bad player, it's more like he has so many good teammates that by tanking smoke ganks, going for aggressive wards, even if he dies, he makes sure that the spotlight is never on no one or Ramses.
Man, Solo's just in it to win it. He will lose his own life. They won't end up getting 11 down. Virtus.pro may have gone a bit too far with that one.
I was talking to one of the admins in the VP room, and he says, like, based off Solo's play, he just, like, he doesn't care about anything. He'll go up, he'll plant a ward, doesn't care if he gets seen. He just runs around the map, buying like the cheapest items, never going back to base.
Oh, we are going to be seeing the Bane go down mid lane. Razor will whip him.
Dude, the space. This guy's actually the space creator. Solo's in a little deep here. 4-step out, like you said, though.
Ramsey's trying in. Looks like only onto 1, though, and they'll be able to get the finish. It's only Solo.
Virtus.pro became pretty popular with their courier sniping capabilities. Leo and Solo alone sniped couriers in 33% of their 7.06 games, and the entire team took 18 couriers in the last 36 games.
Oh, Solo's gonna go for his famous courier snipe here.
Has he guys done it to you? He's done it enough to you guys, right? You just don't let it happen anymore. Yeah, it happens.
Another important thing to note about VP is that during the time Crystal Maiden was considered a first phase hero, basically every 5 supporting top tier teams had CM as one of their 3 most picked heroes, and that's not the case for neither Solo or Leo. Considering CM is for many people one of the reasons the pace of the game was so fast in the last patches, it's very strange that VP is one of the more aggressive teams without relying on the hero that much. For context, at Epicenter, CM was the most picked hero in the first phase with 23 first phase picks out of 33 matches. As we head towards the international, you can be sure that most teams are feeling clueless on how to approach Virtus.pro. These guys made a genuine effort of playing a bunch of different heroes during the summit, and kinda like Wings in the last year, they won TI after winning the summit while playing a lot of different stuff, are a big charade.
Trying to jump in onto Wings, No Tail still got the Omni Slash available. Shadow's going to jump in onto him. There's the Omni, but the Graves there. Now Shadow just pummels in with the Burning Spears onto No Tail. One more touch will do it. The Blade Fury is actually going to run out before the... Yeah, he's still...
I get the white.
Oh. Maybe he will here.
It's a very good kill. Like
Matu said what was going to happen before. Do you think that's still going to happen?
Oh, it's not going to happen.
That being said though, most of the time you will see teams banning some specific heroes against VP. Now in Pasha's Darkseer,
they left all of Pasha's heroes. The big Darkseer and the Magnus, so he gets the Darkseer right away. And that's like, the Darkseer that VP plays around is actually, in my opinion, their best.
If Liquid does the safe lane Void, oh no, the laning phase is not going to be so good for him against the Darkseer. He's going to need a lot of help in that lane, because Darkseer is really annoying for Void.
And Leo's Wisp are right on top of the priority list. IO is very scary to play against very good teams, and a few weeks ago we saw EG crumbling to Liquid when they decided not to ban IO against GH.
Controlling Arteezy, Sumail trying to zip in to take down GH, but GH is kept alive. The Snowball comes back in for Groki, the Reaper's Sight's there. Sumail's out, Arteezy down as well. EG, they've lost 3. They're going to lose even more. Grit tries for the freezing field, but Miracle picks up the triple kill.
Darkseer is a hero that has a lot of late game potential. He can farm his way back into hard games, but provided you have an okay laning phase, he's a great hero to just turn the pace of the game up whenever you want. Iron Shell and Surge are amazing in the first 15 to 20 minutes of the game, where no Force Thefts or Glimmer Capes are available, allowing VP to force the enemies into a bad position. All of that while having a great late game hero and complete control of the game.
Well, VP are swarming, surging onto Liquid. 3 down. The Nyx 2 will drop.
What a sandstorm coming up from Blue.
We are all excited to see what Virtus.pro will bring to the table in this international. There were not a lot of teams that walked into TI being the favorites and actually left the stage victorious. That being said, VP feels like a big contender and I definitely want to see more of them.